game. Following special guests, Mr. and Mrs. John Beckett. 50 Daniel Wells, number 4, Randy Albert. Stone came it up to the number 2, Nate Showers. For the Beavers, number 7, Rusty Coates. Number 9. Touchdown for the Bluefield Beavers. Back in the backfield. I'm good. Touchdown for the Beavers.
For the Mavericks, number 31, Eric.
Gonna bust somebody.
Number 33. Number 43.
We're coming to Wheeling, y'all. We're coming to Wheeling.
What are you gonna do when you get back? Put another trophy on the trophy rack.
With the 1-yard touchdown run for the Beavers of Bluefield High School.
Complete to Jonathan Refash for the Beavers.
Keep sticking it to him, dude.
For the Beaver touchdown.
Ball on the 49-yard line. ladies and gentlemen, once again, this reminder coming up, the award.
The eyes of the high school football world centered on Mitchell Stadium for the Battle of the Bluefields, the Beavers needed someone to emerge and lead them to victory. They turned to senior quarterback Rusty Coburn, a 3-year starter. And Rusty was anything but. Going to the sky early, Coburn completed 10 of 15 passes for 200+ yards, burning Graham for 2 scores through the air while adding a third with his feet.
He's been giving us great effort for every year he's been here, and I was glad to see him have a game like he did.
And for his great effort against Graham, we present Rusty Coburn with the WOAY C. Adam Toney Player of the Week Award. Congratulations, Rusty. You know, as a 3-year starter here at Bluefield, you've played some awfully big games on a big stage. Perhaps in the regular season, none's bigger than the Battle of the Bluefields. How do you go about getting yourself ready to play at such a high level?
Just basically all the off-season work, just the weightlifting and training, and just now listen to the coaches during practice and let them get me ready for the game and just going out and playing the game. That's my 3rd game starting against Graham, and that just, all the fans and all the people there just makes the adrenaline rush.
Thanks to that adrenaline rush, Coburn helped make the border war the most one-sided battle since Bunker Hill, with Bluefield leading 41-0 at one point. But Coach Fred Simon says it doesn't take a prime-time affair to bring out the true field general in Rusty.
He's a leader by example. He's a great kid. A lot of fun to be around. Doesn't let things upset him, and it's very competitive. Plays hard every play.
And with his last backyard brawl behind him, Coburn now turns his attention to cross-county rival Princeton. The Mercer squad square off this Friday under the lights at Mitchell Stadium. In Bluefield, Jared Fialco, Newswatch 4 Sports. The pulse of the playoff picture hinged on the outcome of number 3 James Monroe versus number 1 Bluefield. Fortunately for the Beavers, they always have a doctor in the house. Coaches nicknamed Mike Davis the Surgeon, not because he's interested in medicine, but because of the way he slices and dices up and down the field.
Michael's a 3. He's got great hands. As good hands as I've seen on any player we've had here in a long time. And when he catches, he can make things happen because he's got good speed and quickness.
And on Friday, the Surgeon gave the Mavericks defense cardiac arrest. The senior flanker caught 4 passes for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns while providing a powerful punch returning punts on special teams.
Oh, he's a big presence, just his attitude and his, the younger people look up to him, just a role model by example.
And for helping to keep the Beavers undefeated at 9-0 and the undisputed number 1 ranked team in Class AA, we present Bluefield's Mike the Surgeon Davis with the Week 10 WOAY TV C. Adam Toney Tyler's Player of the Week Award. Congratulations, Mike.
Thank you.
Now, you transferred from Princeton your 2nd semester of last year. How is it that you've been able to come to this team so quickly and get in sync so easily with this offense?
Basically because they're all my friends, and I may have went to Princeton, but we basically just chilled and played football together, really. I mean, it's not really too hard to come play with people you like, people you enjoy playing with, and a great coaching staff.
Yeah, these are his friends. These have always been his friends. He went to middle school with them. He went to elementary school with them. These have always been his friends, and we're just happy that he got to finish up with us.
Well, we just had that chemistry together, and him coming back, it was like a welcome home party. It was just great seeing him there because there's just that chemistry between us.
The 1-8 League Generals of Virginia are the last obstacle in Davis and the Beavs' path before returning home as the likely 1 seed in the state playoffs. Reporting from Beaver Country, Jared Fialco, Newswatch 4 Sports. Over the years, several players have donned the digits 54 while suiting up for the Bluefield Beavers. But for the Alberts, the numbers represent more of a family crest.
Myself, my dad, my uncle, and my cousin have all worn the number 54 and played for Bluefield High School. So it's just really following in the tradition, following in their footsteps. So it's really a great legacy to follow behind.
Whenever an Albert wears the jersey, Championship results usually follow. The legacy started with Bill Albert, who won a state title back in 1967.
I was just assigned that number, and back in those days we only dressed 33 players, so if you got one of those numbers as a sophomore, you knew you were going to be hopefully on the dressing squad. So I was pleased to get that number because I knew it was a dressing number.
And Coach Shamara, being aware of the tradition, gave me, because my brother had worn it, gave me number 54.
Because Coach knew that I wore it, he gave it to Randy, and then Randy and Fred were teammates, so they were aware of the tradition. And I think, you know, that when my son came up here in the early 90s, they assigned it to him, and so it's just, and then now Ryan has it, so it's just been sort of passed down from generation to generation, I guess.
As the #1 seed Beavers make strides toward another state title, the Alberts look to pass on the championship tradition to another generation.
They're all at practice always, so they're always hounding me to do what I have to do to make this season great.
It's a great sense of pride and tradition. You know, Bluefield High School football has a wonderful tradition, and I'm just proud that we have been part of it. God willing, Ryan will be able to wear it this year and win a state championship.
In Beaver Country, Jared Fialco, Newswatch 4 Sports. All season long, the Beavers have flexed their muscles en route to a 12-0 record. If the saying's true that the strongest muscle in the human body is the heart, then the heart of the Bluefield Beavers belongs to Andy Bales.
I had diabetes for about 15, 16 years. Been constantly fighting against it.
Andy's overcome a lot of troubles that, you know, young men have, that, well, not a lot of young men have, that, you know, with his diabetes and insulin and so forth, but he's worked very hard and is a great player.
Andy's condition forces him to wear an insulin patch 24 hours a day to monitor his health. He only takes it off when he suits up in maroon. But the battle he wages on the field is nothing compared to the one he fights when the final gun sounds.
It's kind of hard playing sports because you don't know what your blood sugar will do, will drop low or go high. After games, usually I'm going to have to build myself up where I go low at night. I have to worry about it at night if I'm going to go into a coma or something, but that's what I got to do.
Even though doctors advised against playing football at first, the love of the game still drives the senior tight end. And no one was happier for Andy than his teammates when he finally found the end zone against Mount View in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh, he's special. I mean, I've grown with him all my life. I've known him. I mean, we're real close. I mean, I was just happy for him last week when he got that touchdown pass.
Andy's a great guy to have in the locker room. He's energetic.
I love my teammates. I'll do anything for him.
And the heart of the Beavers hopes to make it rough riding for the Red Riders of Weir this Saturday in the semifinal rematch from last year. In Beaver Country, Jared Fialco, Newswatch 4 Sports. Last year at this time, Jonathan Repass and Mike Davis were preparing for basketball and baseball. Now they're on the verge of a football state championship. 12 months ago, they called themselves Tigers rather than Beavers, both enrolled up Route 460 at Princeton Senior High.
Can't beat it. Getting a chance to play in the state championship. Never got this chance before, so I'm just taking it as a dream.
Now both play key roles on offense and defense for the Beavs. For Davis, though, putting on maroon was more of a homecoming, getting reacquainted with the same group of guys he suited up with as a freshman.
Come back to where I started from. These are all my friends, and I've been with them since midget league, so it's just like my brothers, basically, big family.
They fit in perfect, these guys. Our players love them like brothers, and they love our players like brothers.
Even though they now wear blue and maroon instead of blue and white, Davis and Repass maintain that they have nothing but respect for Princeton coach Ted Spadaro.
Princeton has a great coaching staff, great lifting program. It's a good school.
And the two have made the most of their time in Titletown as Rusty Coburn's favorite targets and are psyched for the biggest game in their careers this Friday in Wheeling.
I can't explain in just a few words because, I mean, I've never even been a chance or have the chance of going upstate. So, I mean, I'm just loving it all, taking it all in.
Can't ask for nothing better. I mean, it's great. We got the chance and we're going, so just hopefully we can bring it back.
In Beaver Country, Jared Fialco, Newswatch 4 Sports. When Bluefield head coach Fred Simon needs an offensive explosion, he looks no further than his family tree.
Always been involved with the football team one way or the other. I started managing when I was around 8 or 9 years old, and I was helping out a lot then. And as I grew older, I became more involved. As a player, I was involved with a lot of decision making. And then once I got done with school, the opportunity came around. Dad asked if I wanted to help out, and then when the offensive coordinator didn't come back, he asked if I wanted to just do the offense.
That he had 3 more hours at Virginia Tech and loves football as much as I do, and I thought he had a very good offensive mind, and he decided to come and help me, and it's worked out very well.
The spitting image of his dad, Freddie Simon III, balances working towards his masters with calling the plays for the Beavers alongside his father. And Junior's aggressive style philosophy has paid off, resulting in an average of more than 40 points per game.
Try to share the ball as best I can with these teams because we have so many great athletes. It's hard to get the ball to every great athlete all the time, and my responsibility to them is just to get them the ball as much as possible and be a great coach to them.
He's gutsy. He's got that young guts about him, and I like that.
Freddie's already tasted a state championship once as a player. 7 years later, he's back for another on the sidelines, while enjoying some quality father-son time too.
It's a lot of fun and sometimes a little bit stressful, but we both talk about what we need to do, and we're on the same page. We both want to win.
I don't think words can put in what this has been like from the first game, the Graham game, and to this point. And we just want to finish off with the state championship. That was our goal. That's why I believe I was brought in. It was to get the state championship, and to be able to do this together, it's just been a blessing.
In Beaver Country, Jared Fialco, Newswatch 4 Sports. 1997, the last time the Bluefield Beavers could officially call themselves Kings of the Hill. But times have changed since that 28-14 win over Grafton.
We've changed our philosophy a little bit, and it's definitely a little different than it was in 97. Personalities are different. I'm older, so it's definitely a little different.
But one thing remains the same.
We're coming to Wheeling, y'all! We're coming to Wheeling!
The desire to bring another trophy back to Titletown.
Man upstate and I'm going again!
Man upstate and I'm going again!
What are you gonna do when you get back?
What are we gonna do when you get back?
I'm gonna put another trophy on that trophy rack!
Like every little boy's dream to be playing for the championship their senior year.
We want this bad. We've been up there 3 years. We ain't been doing nothing but working hard.
The Beavers have had that Wheeling feeling 3 times since 1997. Each time coming up on the short end of the stick.
It's a bad snap. Ball is loose. The Dots have won the Class AA championship.
And fulfilling a boyhood dream will hardly be child's play this go-around either. Number 2 seeded Wayne will be Bluefield's hardest AA test to date. And like the Beavers, the Pioneers have yet to taste defeat.
They can combine both the run and the pass, and they're aggressive on defense. They've always been noted for, their hard-hitting, physical play, so we've got to be ready to go.
They're undefeated. They're at Wheeling, so I mean, they're doing something right. I mean, we have to come out and play with everything we have and use everything we learned in the past and use it in one game.
But the seniors in maroon hope their storybook careers will have a Hollywood ending.
I mean, it's kind of like we're Friday Night Lights. They get all the way to the championship and lose, and then the next year they go undefeated and win, and hopefully it can be the next Friday Night Lights.
In Beaver Country, Jared Fialco, Newswatch 4 Sports.
2 undefeated teams going against each other. That's going to be a tough game.
Bluefield is probably, they may very well be the best team in the state bar any classification, and we're looking forward to it.
You can't hold me if your last name was Hayne. Only way you wear me out is stitch my name on your pan.
They run that single wing. Andrew Robertson's tough. It's a hard formation to get used to.
They run a wing tee and they run it well. They're 9-0 for a reason. They're a good team.
They've got a heck of a football team. They've got a lot of tradition down there. Although the school hasn't been in existence for 10 years, they've got a lot of tradition down that way, so it ought to be a heck of a football game.
They're fast. Once they get outside of you, they're pretty much gone because you're not going to catch up to them.
We're not big. We're not fast. Everybody we play on Friday night's been bigger than us. Most people we've played are quicker than us, but we find a way to get the job done.
Number 1, no matter if you like it, take it, sit down and write it. I am number 1. Now let me ask you, man, what does it take to be number 1? 2 is not a winner, and 3 nobody remembers. What does it take to be number 1?
Yeah, we've been waiting for this a long time. Bluefield's knocked us out a couple of times the last few years. James Monroe sort of had a hatred out for us since we put their #1 team out.
It's tight. It's last year wasn't as big, but 2002 the rivalry's still there, and they'll be gunning for us.
Clay County has a really hard running back, runs real hard.
Very aggressive, they swarm to the ball, and we're going to have a work cut out for us. We're going to have to play a good, sound football on both sides.
We're so pumped up. I mean, it's at the level of intensity that it is during a rivalry game.
They run the football very well. They got 2 excellent linebackers, and I don't know their names. All I know is what I see on film and their numbers. But they're going to cause us some problems.
They're a good team. They ain't been hit very hard this year, and we plan to go up there and lay the pads to them a little bit.
We're happy to get another shot at them.
They've got a good football team, and we've got a good football team, and it ought to be a good ball game.
We learned that they are a very tough, very aggressive team. They're going to run the ball hard, and what they do well.
The seniors are really stepping up this week. They're kind of getting the dose of it, that this might be their last game.
Bluefield's the best team in the state of West Virginia. I mean, they've proven that week in and week out.
If we let them have a little bit, they can run with it. And if we're not careful, we can be beat.
They can beat us, and anyone can beat us, and we have to play our A game every week.
Everybody's saying, oh, Bluefield this, Bluefield that. This is a game, we won it all year. A rematch is just going to make it even better.
Don't let up, because they play hard every second of the game.
Whether it be #1 or #16, the goal is to get in.
Certainly don't want to take it for granted, because there's lots of teams out there that like to be where you are.
It's a do or die situation, so we got to be ready to play.
What are you waiting for?
Against do or die again, you can't relax on last week. You're only as good as this week's game.
Check it out.
We've waited 3 long years to get to where we are today.
Kind of like looking at 2 similar teams that like to run the ball like we do on offense, and on defense they like to line up, come at you like we do.
We're used to playing in hostile environments. It's no intimidation to us, and we'll go up there and take care of business.
For us to be successful, we got to be physical up front on both sides of football.
Playing in the muddy field, that's the best way to play football right there. It's all even right there. It's just in the trenches.
We got good team, overall team speed. On defense, they run the ball very well. So they're a pretty solid football team and don't really have any weaknesses.
I gotta release it. What y'all wanna do? Don't you know we always coming through? Me and my crew, let me hear you say fired up. Fired up. Say fired up. Fired up. To all my dogs that stay blunted, roll around in the 500 all day. Let me hear you say fired up. Fired up. Say fired up. Fired up. Come on. Now
This is a great big one for us. We'd love to get this one back.
They're really wanting to win this game. That way they can holler fluke over that first one, but I don't think it's going to happen.
You know, it's going to be a defensive battle. Who can control the line of scrimmage and who makes the least mistakes. I just see it coming down to that type of game.
They're just a power team and don't throw it very little. And I think defense keeps them probably 96 or 7% of the games.
Let me hear you say fired up. Fired up. Say fired up. Fired up. All my people just wave your hand. Getting money all across the land. One time. Let me hear you say fired up. Fired up. Say fired up. Fired up.
It's another game, and you can't go by what happened last week.
They have a real big fullback. They got some pretty good team speed, but we should be able to match up pretty good.
They've been a fairly successful ball club. They've got a lot of tradition, going up there right now. They've done a nice job, and they've been in the playoffs, I know, at least the last, 3 years. So, we've got a work cut out there.
Both teams have changed a lot. They've become more aggressive defensively. They've become more stable offensively. And I can say the same thing about us. I think that we've become a very consistent team, and we've become a very aggressive defensive team.
Defense is the heart and soul. It's another dog days. Our linebackers, Markey and Matt, they're the heart and soul of our team.
Wayne's, they're very fundamentally sound on offense. They throw a lot of backs at you, a lot of formations. They're kind of a lot like us. They run the double wing.
We match up with them pretty good, speed-wise everywhere. But they are deep, and they do have a real good ball team.
Definitely not satisfied with just being in semis. We want to make school history. We want to win.
We were expecting big things out of this team this year, so we're just going to go out there and we're going to give 100%, and we're going to hope we make it to Wheeling.
All very good football team. As good a football team as we've played all year. We'll have to play and have our A game on Saturday.
They're just as fast as us. They're just as talented as us. They can match up with our speed guys, and they're just as strong. So it's going to be a game on a mental setting, and we're going to have to mentally play better and not have as many penalties, play better special teams, and just do better on offense and defense.
They're going to be coming for revenge, and we're going to be coming to just play just as hard.
They're real hungry. Remember we beat them last year, so they're going to come back this year hoping for a little bit of revenge.
Number 10, we start in the capital city. Cougars versus Princeton. Tailback James Stokes. Taking one look at him, he doesn't appear to be fleet of foot, but he more than makes up for it. 9 broken tackles, 2 hurdles, 1 stiff arm, and a partridge in a pear tree. Number 9, Patriots quarterback Timmy Drennan, also known as Bobby Fischer. Why? Because the kids got more moves than a chess tournament. Tim A helps Midland Trail finish the year at 500. Number 8, Oceana, the battle for the old number 4, where 10's the only number that matters, as in 10 fingers. Kyle Mascari, our Week 4 Player of the Week, needing only his fingertips for this snag. The senior may be the best receiver the Coalfields have to offer. Number 7, Summers County might have been a very young team, but Jimmy Atkins making a major league grab. Pulls the pigskin over the defender's head and into his body as he hits the deck. Take another look. Atkins not a scientific genius, but he defies the laws of physics with the grab. The best part? He's carb-free. Number 6. Okay, for anyone who thinks our job's cushiony, you try holding a camera steady as multiple men in pads come barreling down at you at top speed. But perhaps no one provides that I need a change of pants moment better than the boys from Richlands. So I say thank you to Kangring staff and Thad Wells for toughening me up just a little bit. Number 5, the 10-2 Mavericks Andrew Robertson turned a lot of heads this year, as in here he comes, there he goes. The junior visiting the promised land 40 times over his last 2 seasons, a big part of James Monroe's success. Number 4, Bluefield's Mike the Surgeon Davis, who got his PhD in INTs. The senior returning 2 picks for scores against Weir and Wayne in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs. But perhaps no pick was more impressive than this gravity-defying catch against Woodrow Wilson. Take a look. Yep, the human body, just not meant to bend that way. Number 3, it wasn't quite Barnum and Bailey's, but the circus visiting Montcalm in Week 10. Michael Christian not going anywhere, so he flicks it back to Adam Havens and Punch It Chewy. Our Week 5 Player of the Week breaks the 1,000-yard mark through the air and on the ground as well. Number 2, Raiders and rival Renegades in Week 1. Westside Giveth and Jeremy Bryant take it away. Someone sicked the Raleigh County Sheriff's Department on him for grand theft larceny. Taking a look at it once more for good measure, the 6-foot junior simply ripping it away and then making off like a thief in the night the other way for a touchdown. And finally, what do you do when a team posts state title game records against you? Well, if you're the Beavers, you just break those. Bluefield making history with the most points scored, largest margin of victory, most touchdowns scored, most takeaways, most forced fumbles, and longest field goal in a title game en route to their first state championship in 7 years. Congratulations, Coach Fred Simon and the city.